Hi everyone, and welcome to one of Mr. M YouTube videos. Today we're going to be making some bread. I want to make some French bread to go with some soup. So let's get started. Okie dokie. So as you can see, I've got my vegetables on here. I'm going to make a pumpkin and kumara soup, and I thought, well, let's make some bread. So I'm going to use this book. It's the Alison Holst bread book. It's an absolute Bible. Fantastic. And here's the recipe we're going to use today. So we need yeast, water, sugar, salt, and flour. Pretty simple recipe. So let's go. So here's my water. We'll just take it straight from the tap and make it warm water. And it's 1 1/4 cups, and I just put it into my bread pan, and it's already got the paddle in there. So it goes in there. Easy as. Next thing I need is 2 teaspoons of sugar and a little bit of salt. Alright, so I've added my sugar and my salt into my water solution there, and the next thing I've done is just measured my flour. Now you've got to use high grade flour, and I use pans, it's just as good as any. Here's my electric scales here, and you need 3 cups. So 1 cup of flour, I always use 150 grams, so you can see here we've got 3 cups of 450, and I'm just going to add that into my water mixture here. There. It's all good. And of course the last thing to add now is the yeast. Okie dokie. So we're back again, and this is the yeast that I use, Edmund. It's always been a winner with me, and so we'll put 2 teaspoons of that into our bread pan here. And I always like to make a little well on the top, and just to keep the yeast separate from the salt and things like that, so it doesn't get destroyed. And I just sort of mix that in. Righto, so I'm just going to use the dough cycle on my machine. So I come over here to the machine, and I'll just plug it in. Alrighty, so it's been put in there now. Got the paddle in, and we're ready to go. Now my cycle is 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's the dough cycle, and then I just push start. Now don't be afraid in the mixing part of this to get your rubber scraper out and scrape down the sides, or if you think it's too dry, to add a little bit more water, or vice versa. Generally the first sort of 20 minutes, half hour or so, you can open up the lid of the machine, but after that you want to let it sit and do its thing. So my dough cycle takes 1.5 hours, so we'll be back then to shape our loaves. Alright, so it's been 1.5 hours, probably a bit more like 2 hours now, and my dough is finished. Taking out the machine, and I've turned it out onto my lightly floured board. So what I'm going to do now is use the sharp knife here and cut my dough in half, and I'm going to make 2 French rolls out of it. So back with it. Okay, so I've cut my dough in half, and I've just sort of rolled them out into 2 big long sausage type structures. Now appearance isn't really one of my strengths, but here it is here on the tray. So now what I'm going to do is cover it again, maybe with a bit of Glad wrap or a tea towel. I'm going to put it somewhere nice and warm, probably for the next hour or so. And then this is the real key to making good bread, I think, is to let it rise before you bake it. So the longer you can leave it, the better it goes. So we'll be back when we chuck it in the oven. See you soon. And so here's the final product. This has been in the oven at 220 degrees for probably about 20 minutes or so, and I just keep splashing a bit of water on it every now and then to try and make it crusty on the top, so that sounds all nice and hollow and ready to eat. So I'll just let that sit for a couple of minutes and carve it up, and I'm going to eat it with my soup. So I hope this helped you learn how to make some nice French stick bread.